Hi, it's King Lizard's Game Lounge. This is Forza Motorsport 7 and my 8th rival video for the channel on Forza Motorsport 7. So, driving in the February Car Pack Challenge today, which has us racing a SPEC variant of the Bugatti Chiron, an R8 7-class vehicle, as standard. Now, we're doing this at Sebring International Full. It's all about getting the best possible time. So obviously I'm focusing on a clean lap here. This is actually my 5th lap now. I've actually been so close to getting the time that I think I can get in this vehicle, and I just kept pushing it that little bit over the edge of the track and getting a dirty lap here and there, or just losing control, braking a little bit later than I should have done and just brushing off the side of the track. So I'm being a little bit more cautious here because I really do want to get a clean lap. My severe sleep apnea is leaving me pretty exhausted at the moment, and I'm finding this really tough, and as a result right now I'm pretty tired. So if I can reel this one in as a clean lap, it's going to be my posted lap, because I don't think I can take much more. I think I'm going to crash or fall asleep and crash in the not too distant future. So managed to make use of that corner really nicely there. We've got a big bit of straight here, nice bit of power we can get in. Slight kind of kink to the left, nearly lost the car there. That was quite nasty. Really tight right hand here, bring her in. Big slide into that corner. And then we've got quite a tight right hander here. I could have been going a bit quicker there, wasn't quite on the edge of the corner as I came out, so definitely lost some speed there. Into the big old straight that's the finish in Sebring, and it's getting some pretty good speed there, up to 190 there, almost 200 on that straight. Big slide going on here. I'm deliberately changing this down as late as possible, keeping it in second so I've got the best control through that corner. A little bit of a slide as I reapplied acceleration. Managed to squeeze her up into 4th and beat my time. So that was actually a 2-minute 10.160, and the world record for this particular track and this rivals event is 1-minute 56.699. In Europe, that put me in a placing of 508th out of 1,460 drivers, leaving me in the top 35% in Europe. From a world perspective, that actually put me in 849th out of 2,687 other drivers. Not many drivers done this at the moment, and in a world percentage of top 32%, so not too bad there. Not as good as I'd liked again. Obviously that left me a good 13 and a bit seconds off the pace, so a lot slower than I'd like to have been. Typically I average on these rivals around about 7 to 8 seconds off the pace of the leaderboard time, sometimes better. However, today not the case. This one obviously I couldn't tune, I had to drive it as was, so I couldn't make any personal improvements to the vehicle or change it to make it drive better for my style. What I was finding, I am driving this totally no assist, I'm driving manual. I don't or I'm not driving with a clutch in this instance, but everything else is no assist, and steering I'm using a simulation as well, which makes it a lot tougher to control, especially something this heavy around some of the circuits at high speed. Now I think the biggest weakness of this vehicle, I was finding it kind of slide out quite a lot, so I think I was just that little bit premature putting the gas back on out of some of those corners, and I was a little bit heavy into some of the corners like there, where obviously this is quite a weighty vehicle, and chucking it around a corner is going to result in it kind of just sliding out and losing ground, which all the time you're sliding you're losing speed, momentum, and that's costing valuable seconds. So not too bad a run, but I definitely would like to have done better there. Obviously if you guys are driving or have driven this, pop down your racing times below, and if the event's still ticking away in the background in Forza Motorsport 7 Rivals, I'll definitely take a stab at those records and see if I can beat them. Thanks again for watching. Please be kind enough to rate and subscribe, and most importantly, take care, keep well, and come back soon.